Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Learning with Joy. So today we will be learning about the tFileList component. Okay, so what are the uses of this component and what we can achieve using this component. So these all things we'll be learning today. Okay, let's quickly jump into our topic without wasting any time. So friends, this is our job. Okay, I have made different types how to use this file list component. Exactly what is tFileList component? So friends, if you see, we have a folder. For example, assume we have a folder and you want to read the data from that particular folder with some names. Okay, so first thing, let me show you this one. So I have one folder called tFileList. Okay, so in this tFileList, I have two folders, temp1 and temp2. I want to read all the files, whatever are present in this particular temp1 folder, all the files, or I want to read only the files which have something starting with prod, anything with prod, or that is my requirement right now. So you have something called dev, you'll be having different files. So I want only to be taken this prod files, or I want only files which are having extension as .csv or .xlsx. So based on our requirement, based on the requirement in the project, so you will be giving the conditions there, the mask, you say file mask, which means which files to be taken. So first and foremost approach is I will be using to read only files from a folder. That means right now what I'll do, I'll read the files from this particular temp1 folder. Okay, so how to show and where to show and how to give the filters or whatever are all the doubts, I'll give you the clarity. Okay, first thing is I'm using the component called tFileList. Okay, tFileList. So first and foremost thing, from where you will be loading the data, I mean to say where you will be loading the files, you need to put the path of it. Okay, I have this temp1. Okay, I have this temp1 folder. In that I have some 3 files, but I want only prod1 and prod2 files to be loaded into some other location. Okay, so here if you see where you will be giving, so first thing is file listed type. So I want files from the particular folder. Okay, so you have directories also, directories as in folder. So in that I want subdirectories to be taken. If I have to give, this will be the point which you will be mentioning there, like this is the option which you will be mentioning. Okay, so now temp1 is the folder from which I want those two folders. How to tell those two files only to be taken? See here, file mask is present. So what I'll do, I want prod, whatever starts from prod, and later whatever is there, that is none of here, it is not needed. Just the thing is I want the data to be taken from these two files only which start from prod. Okay, so that is I have given prod and start asterisk, as you know, later whatever is there that we will be getting, but it should be starting with prod. So these are the two files which you will be taking. The dev file which is present will not be taken because of this file mask condition. You need to just click this plus and you need to like add whatever it is there. Okay, right? So now I'm saying case sensitive. Okay, if you don't want case sensitive, you are not sure how is the file name written, some small, some capital, so you can just click no. Okay, and I'm telling to generate error if that particular file whichever I have mentioned here is not present. Okay, now what I'm doing is, this is the file path. I'm putting this one into like how to read a file, how to read a delimited file by using file input delimited. Here I will be giving the stream or the file name. So from where, see, you have two files, right? Here you have two files. So each file will be read at once. That means this is a iterate link. Okay, as you have main link, iterate link, or lookup link, this is the row type is iterate. Iterate as in it has two files, right? So over and over till the files are over, it will iterate. First iteration will happen with prod1 file because that is present first. Okay, prod1 file will come and iterate, but how to tell this input delimited? What is the path of that file? Here in file list, I have only mentioned the folder path, not the file path. Right, till here I have mentioned. Later, when you go into it, how does it take the prod1 file, the location of it? So here, if you see, this is tFileList1. So these are called global variables, as you are aware. right? So what I will be giving here, the file name or the path is the current file path, current file path with file name. So if you drag and drop it here, you will be getting this path. So these are the global variables. You'll be getting the current path of that particular file. Assume prod1. Okay, first step will be like that. First iteration will happen like that. So die on error, these are simple, as you have already seen my previous videos. If not, please go back and check how to read the CSV files using tFileInput delimited. Okay, after this, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to load that particular data, whatever is present in this prod1. So let me show you what is present in that prod1. So I have given some dummy data, some product details, assume three records you have. So these three records are present in prod1, prod2, both are same. Okay. Just for your understanding, I have given it. Okay. So I am loading that into this particular out1.csv file. Okay. Out1.csv file. Right. So I'll tell you what is this also. Let me first deactivate these things. So I'll just run this particular job. Okay, guys. So first, let's run this. If you see, it says 2 executions finished. What does it mean is there are 2 files which are starting with prod. If you see here, that is the thing, prod1 and prod2, correct? So it is iterated 2 times. Okay. Now, let us go to the target file section. This is the part which I have given, and I have given it as out1. Do you see here, friends? This is the first iteration output and this is the second iteration output. As in prod1 and prod2, I have same values. If you see, this is prod2 and this is prod1, you have same things. Okay, so that's why you will be getting repeated. Okay, the first, this is prod1 and this is prod2. This is the out. Okay, this is the output. Clear, friends? Okay. Right. So these are all the options. As you are already aware, you need to include the header, as I'm trying to append it, because after first 3 rows, next 3 rows should be appended. Hence, I have given the append option. Okay. So before that, let me give you clarity about the schema. You might think, how did you get the schema? This is a built-in schema which I have added. Okay. If you want to use a metadata, you're already aware of, or else please check my previous videos. You'll be getting a picture. Okay, friends. So this was about reading only the files from a particular folder. Right. Let me deactivate this current job and activate this subjob. Now, this is the second method or the second option which is used in the file list thing. Okay. So now I have taken a file list. Now what I am trying to do is, if you see in this tFileList folder, I have 2 folders, temp1 and temp2. Okay, in temp1, just now whatever we have taken is there. In temp2 also we have the same thing what is there in temp1. So now what I am trying to achieve using Talend and this component is, I want to read all those 4 files. Okay, all the 4 files which are present in this temp1 and temp2. Okay, see, first thing is the file list. I have given the path. Now, what is this file list type? It is directories, because these are the folders which I am trying to read. Hence, I will give it as directories. Okay, again, the case sensitive one. See, again, I'm checking generate error if no file is found. Okay, now here the file mask will be the temp thing. The folder name is temp, right? It starts from temp1 and temp2. Temp asterisk you will be giving. Next component which will be connected is the same tFileList, but here what is happening is it takes a file. Now from here, what is the process happening? Same process happens here after this one. Same prod. Now what will be the directory? See, friends, this is tFileList3 component, right? Now when we go to tFileList3 component here, now however we have taken from tFileList1, the same goes here, tFileList2. Here, what you will be doing is tFileList, the current file path plus name. Okay, that will come here. Okay, each time. Okay, next, this will be connected to tFileInput delimited. Now, again, friends, the path will be from tFileList2, right? So, let's go to tFileList2, and the current file name with path will be the global map or the global variable which you will be using. I hope it is clear, friends. I hope it is not confusing. Okay. So first thing, these three steps are same, which we have done before, but only this one step is added because I want to read all the files from those two folders. Okay. Clear? Now, finally, the outers I have given as out2.csv. Okay. So now let me just run the job for you and show it to you. Okay. See, friends, two executions, each time 3 rows are happening. Now, can you think how many rows have come? In each iteration, 3 rows have come, 2 are there. So let me show you. See, out2 is generated. So friends, this is for the first execution, this is for the second, this is for the third, and this is for the fourth. So 4 files you have which you are reading, hence 4 different values. I mean 4 different records. Okay. I hope that was clear, friends. This is how to iterate folders over folders. See, the heading is like iterating folders in a folder, and then again iterating files in that particular folder. Okay. Now I'll just deactivate this current job and I'll activate this sub job. Now what is this one? See, friends, this one, simple one. Nothing. Here in the first step, what did we do? We loaded the data from this file list, those all files, into a file. Now what I'm trying to tell you here is I want to load all those data into a table. So that is also one more condition or criteria as per the client's requirement. You can say they want to load it in a table rather than a file. So I'm giving you that explanation also, how to load it in a table. This is simple, friends. I'm taking same again temp1 which I have used previously, and I'm iterating it over with the prod details only, prod1 and prod2 I want. Okay, now here again the same tFileList 4. If you take, this will be the global map variable, file name and path. Okay, and field separators, everything die on error, correct. Header I am telling to take it. Okay, now this one directly I'm connecting to my SQL output. Okay, this is, I hope you are clear with this particular thing, or else I have already made a video on this DB connections and how to load the data into database tables. Please have a look at it if any queries. Okay, I'll give you a brief thing. So this will be the database, and I have given the table name as prod details. Okay, so the action on the table is default. That means it will be getting inserted how many ever times you run this job. Okay, so you have different things. See, I'll tell drop and create, I'll tell truncate the table. So I'll give you two differences. Okay, two different things. I'll show you what will happen if I keep default and if I keep truncate. Okay, first I am doing this with default thing. Okay, let me run the job. Okay, see, two executions are done because you have two files. Let's just quickly go to this. Okay, so friends, here if you see, okay, first let me truncate it. Okay, so now if you see, it is empty. Okay, now let me run this job for you. Okay, it is done. Now let's see, friends, you have 6 records because 2 times it is run, first time 3, second time 3. Now what I will do is I'll just truncate it for you. Okay, now let's go to this, and here I will select the option as truncate table. Okay, truncate table and insert. Okay, let me run the job. Okay, now let's see. Okay, guys, if you see here, I have only 3 records present. Can you think why it is so? Okay, so it is because first iteration when it happens, 3 rows are inserted. Then we have selected an option called truncate. In the second iteration, while you are trying to load the data, it is truncating. Okay, it is truncating and then inserting. Right, friends? So this is a small difference between truncate and the default thing. If it is default, it keeps on appending. If it is truncate, previous whatever you have done, it will be erased and then the new records will be entered. Okay, I hope this session was useful and clear. If you have any questions, please post it in the comment section. And thank you for your feedbacks. And then I just wanted to tell, like, if you want any particular topics, or if you're facing any issues or any sort of trouble in loading, or any troubleshooting things which you are working right now, please post it in the comment section. I'll try to make videos on those topics as well. Okay. Thank you, friends. Thank you for your support. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Thank you. Bye.